Hey YouTube, it's AllPrime13 coming at you with another Transformers video review, and today we're going to be taking a look at Age of the Prime's Quintus Prime. And yeah, I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about this figure. Overall, I do like him. I wouldn't say he's my favorite by any stretch, but I do think he is enjoyable for what he is. And honestly, if they don't make an orange version of this into the squid from the '86 movie, I'm going to be disappointed. But with that said, let's take a quick look here at the box. Here we have Quintus, and he does have his Ember Stone there. We do get a look at his squid ship mode, Quintus Prime. We got our statues on that side. And we got that artwork again, Quintus Prime, legal jargon, and on the back we do have our product shots. So there is that. And we do get a lovely instruction booklet. So, a quick look there. So there is that. And now moving on to the figure himself. Here we have Quintus Prime. And we do have some interesting details. We do get some small hits of purple there on the side of the abdomen. A little dot there on his arm. Do get a little bit right there as well. Obviously he does have lots of transparent green. His skirt is made out of a softer plastic. The front two pieces are separate. We do get two on the side, and then this back piece is a solid piece. So there you have his skirt dress thing of tentacles. We do get these two extra little arms here, and they do wrap together to form a 5mm port so that you can hold various things. I don't think I have anything for him to hold directly. They do, however, have blast ports on the end of them. So there is that. You do also get some on the bottoms of his feet if you want him to be hovering. And again, like so, you can put these there. You can also put the Ember Stone, which does actually come packed inside of his cockpit. There we go. And to get it out, you just push on this big round thing in his chest here, like so. Oop, there we go. You can see, there it is. And it does have his emblem there, printed super tiny. But again, you can have him hold it with his tentacles, or in his hand, if you so choose. So there is that. But I am gonna, didn't mean to close that. Go ahead and put that back in there into his cockpit. And a nice little detail, he does have multiple eyes. It looks like he's got a total of 4, maybe 6. I think there. Oh yeah, it's probably 6 because I think Quintus is 6. I think yeah. So yeah, there's a couple up there. They're harder to see, but 2, 4, 6. So there is that. As far as articulation, we do get a ball jointed head. We do get 360 at the shoulder. Shoulder does come that far up. We do get some extra joint here due to the transformation. We do get a bicep swivel. We do get a 90-degree bend at the elbow. And we do get a wrist swivel. The tentacles are on a hinge that can go all the way 180 in motion, and they are also on a swivel. So you can get some various different positions with those if you want to. Again, the skirts are just on a simple hinge. They can come about this far up. His legs underneath can kick that far forward and that far back. He does get 90 degrees at the knee. He does have some backwards on his toe if you want to give him some ballerina poses, and he does have some ankle tiltage. We do get a rotation right above the knee as well. We do get a full waist motion as well. That is actually used for the transformation as well. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it for the robot mode, I do believe. So we will go ahead and get down to transformation. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to turn his arms around and stretch them all the way out. And then we are going to extend these pieces on his forearms. We're going to untab them and extend them out, and they will cover his hands. Extend it out, and then it'll cover his hand. Then we want to make sure that these are oriented right. And then we'll bring these up. Hold on. Did I orient these wrong? Am I doing this wrong? Am I doing this wrong? Hold on. I am suddenly very confused. No, I'm not doing this wrong. There we go. Yeah. There is a little tab, a little slot. So that's how you know. And yeah, these will come together over his head like this. And it'll all tab together. And on the other side, it'll look something like this. Then, as far as the tentacles, you can just kind of leave them out of the way. We're going to take his lower half, rotate it 180. We're going to lift up his skirts just to get them all out of the way so you can see this clearly. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull forward, and the front of his leg is on a hinge, you can see. And you're going to bring that up and over. And then the back of the leg, there's a little slot, and there's a tab right here. It's just going to go up over that tab like so, and then you're just going to bring his foot down back at that angle. And I don't think this, no, it should tab in. Why? I don't know, I'm just imagining that. Yeah, these just kind of like sit there, it seems. Oh, now I remember. They tab in to these parts on the skirt here, onto this tab here. So there's this right here, like that. And then we do the same for this side, get that nice and tabbed in. And then there is 2 tabs and 2 slots here for the back side. Just get those in there. And then these will just come and cover those gaps. So yeah. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's a particular set way for the tentacles. They can sit here. There's actually a little notch for this little post here, so you can sit them like that. But yeah, if you want to like have them up and over like this, you absolutely can do that. You can move them around however you see fit. I don't think there's like a specific way that it needs to be, but those do tab in there like that. And yeah, like I said, if they don't make this into an orange squid for the 86 movie, I'm going to be disappointed, because that is such a squid. It's Squidward Prime. How could you not? But yeah, he does just kind of, he is just kind of like hanging out underneath. I do wish there was like maybe a way that like this could shift up and cover his face, but it is what it is, I suppose. Yeah, and of course, again, we do have the opening cockpit with the Ember Stone. Whoop. So there is that, if you want it. And I don't actually have one right here with me, but I feel like you probably, I don't know if you'd be able to fit a Titan Master in there or not, but you could try. You probably at least get him to sit in there. I don't know if you get it closed though. But yeah, Other than that, not too much else to talk about. You can lay it flat if you want, but he will stand just fine on those tentacles upright if you want them to. Um, let's see, I suppose I should do some sort of comparison here. Um, Here he is next to Kingdom Blaster. And see, he's not in his quote-unquote vehicle mode, but here he is next to Amalgamus, just so you can see how they stack up. But yeah, not too much else to say about this one. He's fine. He's definitely not going to be a favorite for me or anything. Again, I do hope that we get a squid for the '86 movie somehow out of this, but who knows? You know, Hasbro doesn't always make great decisions. I feel like this would be a cool thing to do, and that's probably exactly why they're not going to do it. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, again, the clear plastic is not something I'm a fan of. I have absolutely had clear plastic fail on me in the past, so he's definitely going to be more of a display former. But I do want to get all the different primes that they're coming out with. And we're really just waiting on two more. I mean, yeah, technically we're going to get Vector again, but it's pretty much all but like guaranteed that he's just going to be a reissue without any real differences. Probably just maybe some new paint. So yeah, we're really just waiting on Nexus and Leech Maximo at this point. But yeah, this guy's fine. If you're collecting all the primes, he's a nice little addition. If you don't care about that, then honestly, I think this guy is an easy pass. He is just okay. He's not really like knocking anything out of the park. He's not really super intuitive. He's fine. That's really all I can say is he's fine. So yeah, I think I'll just leave it there and go ahead and wrap up this review. So this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.